1 inch. So 1 inch is a DEX aggregator. Now, in terms of what they've developed, I think it's outstanding. I really do. I think actually that is a use case that has such a big use case. We need to actually see usage of 1 inch rising, because if it does, I still think this can have a good year. Right now, price action is piss poor, so we'll take a look at really what's happening, along with usage, and try and figure out where it can go, best case scenario. Now, before I get into it, if you're new here, this spreadsheet just shows the first 26 coins that I did videos about on the channel. In the videos, I showed myself buying up all of these coins. These were all coins I thought would do really well and make a lot of money. And you can see what they were all worth when I recorded my videos. You can also see all of the highs these coins hit around about 16 months on, as well as what your profits would have been if you'd have put $100 into those coins. 100 into each in that time would have made you over 123 grand. Now the thing is, guys, we're in a bull cycle, so if you're not happy with the performance of your coins, or you don't even have coins, time to get that sorted. If you're not sure where to start, have a look at copymycrypto.com. That's the site I run where I share my portfolio with my members. So when I'm ready to buy or sell a crypto, I tell my members the crypto that I'm looking at buying or selling and the price that I'm going to do it at. This means my members can copy along exactly, so they make the exact same profit as me, but they don't have any work to do at all. If you go onto my site right now, you will see all the profits my members have made. You will see the successes that we have had, which is public record. You can verify it on this channel's history. And if you like what you see and you want to learn more, you want to find out the coins I'm in, the ones I think can 10, 20, 40, or even 100x, all you've got to do to find out about them is join up on the side, guys. Now 1 inch. So 1 inch right now, price action, like I say, been pretty terrible. Like, highest it's got to this year is in and around that sort of 70 cent region. And I mean, volume's okay. It's about 40 million on a daily, so it's not too bad on all the big exchanges, so no listing balance is on its way. As I said, they're a DEX aggregator. So what this means is they search across all liquidity sources, and they offer users such as you and I the best possible rates for a swap. So they have something called a Pathfinder algorithm, which literally searches through 400 plus liquidity sources on all the different chains and provides you with the best possible price. It's kind of like Go Compare, right? So if you've seen the others, Go Compare, right? It's kind of that. It goes through all the possibilities and it gives you the best option. Now, they managed to do they've reached over 1 million users. They've done over 150 billion in volume on Ethereum alone. I mean, I think the numbers obviously much higher now. They've had 21 million users across, and they've done nearly $600 billion in volume. They've facilitated over 134 million trades. They have over 3.2 million liquidity sources. I mean, in terms of the reach that they've got, pretty spectacular. They're on hundreds of different, well, they're on pretty much every major network now. I think the only one off the top of my head that they're not on is Solana. Yeah, I think it's just Solana. Yeah. So, I mean, it's simple as it gets. I mean, if you've seen Uniswap, you know how this works, right? It is kind of just that, right? It's a swap. It's a DEX aggregator. So all you've got to do is decide which chain you want to play with and then go from there, right? As simple as it gets. Now we can take a look across the statistics, but I think the reality is that because they are an aggregator, I don't think the statistics actually play out properly. So if we have a look here and we go 1 inch, yeah, because again, they're an aggregator. So they're just drawing liquidity from everywhere, and providing people with the best possibility of trades. So I don't think they will appear anywhere. I just thought I'll scroll all the way down because maybe it appears. There we go. Let's have another look. Nah. And that's the thing, right? But use case wise, huge use case. The reality is that we see tons and tons and tons of volume on DEXs. I mean, if we just take a look at the overall DEXs, in terms of volume, obviously Radium tends to lead the way these days. But Radium's doing 1.1 billion. You've got Uniswap's version 3 Ethereum doing 2.5 billion. I mean, this is staggering money. And it's every day. Every single day. And that's the beauty of 1inch, right? Gives you the best possible price. For anyone that is for anyone that's actually new to crypto, this is probably the perfect solution for them when they want to do swap. Because a lot of people don't want to log into and that's another thing, give permission to every single liquidity source. Like, that's a hell of a trawl, that's a hell of a job. 1inch have removed that. For me, this is outstanding in terms of what they offer. You know, they've got their swaps. They actually have their own wallet as well, so you can just go through your phone and start doing the swaps via that. They do have a portfolio tracker, and they also have introduced a physical card, which again I think is a really good idea. Like, we've got to start giving use cases broader for crypto than just investments, and this is a very solid use case. You pay for anything anywhere with your crypto. It just does it via the card, and you get 2% back on every single purchase. Again, really good idea. They've also introduced Fusion Plus, so this is your ability to swap across any chain now. This makes cross-chain swaps as simple as it gets, and it's gasless transactions. So again, you're going to be saving money while you're doing it. I think it's outstanding. I think it's a project that legitimately is very, very, very strong. Explore Solscan 93, right? Yeah, well, it seemed weird. So if we just take a look at, let's say, Etherscan, and we can see the holders, 109,000 holders, right? Again, I think this is very, very good. The problem they've got, is really only price action. Usage is excellent. This is a backed coin as well. They've done very well. They've been backed by Binance, by now. Jesus, Alameda and Celsius. It's not great. But Binance Blockchain Capital, Dragonfly Capital, Fabric Ventures, Parafy Capital, Spartan Group, they're backed. They now need to really start doing a fundraising. But right now, they are very, very close to their all-time low, which is really bizarre because their usage is still good. There's a lot of positives to this. Now, I don't think there's a chance in hell this is breaking its all-time high. Its all-time high is, $7.80 plus? I don't think we're getting anywhere close to that this bull cycle. But I do think there's a world this can get back to north of what it launched at. It launched at around $1.60. I think this can get back to $2. But again, the only way this is really going to happen is if we start seeing a surge in DeFi. We start seeing a surge in investment, specifically for 1inch. I think, to be honest, if we saw another like a fundraising round, I think, again, there would be tons of investors because the use case is so massive. The biggest thing for these guys right now is I actually think they need to broaden the offerings here. Imagine if, as an example, they became a lending aggregator, giving people the best possible options across all lending protocols about lending out Tether. It would be fantastic, right? And maybe they've got to take a little fee Every time the protocol is used, they build up their own treasury, which can be reinvested into development and growth. Because right now, I think best case scenario is $2. But they're shockingly close to their all-time low. And if it tumbles below that, there is a chance that it just continues to drop. I'm not saying they're going to die. This is used. So they're not going to die, but it might be that 1 inch no longer seems at all like a good investment for anyone. And right now it's a hard argument to go against that it's that it's a bad investment because the price action has been piss poor. So they've got some work to do here. But maybe a lending aggregator, maybe a yield aggregator, something. They've got to start an innovation that's going to attract more, maybe just simply garner some investor interest, because right now price action's fallen off a cliff. So I am saying best case scenario I think is $2, and I think that's going to be a challenge because it looks like money has not really flown into this at all this year. But I'm curious to hear what people think. Anyone that's a long-term 1 inch holder, what makes you believe this is still going to be a solid investment from where it is right now? Anyone that's a 1 inch holder that thinks it's going to be a terrible investment right now, why do you think it's going to be a terrible investment beyond, some of the things I've said? Is there anything that you think needs to be addressed or added to 1 inch's offerings that will attract investors? Because make no mistake about it, these crypto projects pay attention to the comments, especially when they're constructive and can help the projects moving forward. So share your thoughts in the comments. And guys, look, we are in a bull cycle right now, and if you are not happy with the performance of your coins, if they're not making you money, have a look at my website, which is copymycrypto.com. That is the site I run where I share my entire portfolio with my members. When I am ready to buy or sell a crypto, I tell my members the crypto that I'm going to buy or sell and the price that I'm going to do it at. This means my members can copy along exactly, so they will make the exact same profit as me without any work at all. If you go onto my site right now, you can see all of the profits my members have made. You can see all of our past successes. These are public record. These are on the history of this channel. Verify them all and read through the site, watch the videos. If you like what you see and you want to learn more, you want to know the coins I'm in, the ones that can 20, 40, even 100x, all you've got to do to find out about that, guys, is join up on the site. And if you do, I'll see you there. Otherwise, guys, I'll see you in the next video. And that's it from me. Have a good day. Bye-bye.